Hey, welcome to the A Face for Radio video series. Happy Friday. If days of the week still mean anything to you, where you are and how you are living. This is WAMC's Instagram Live arts interview program I made up and asked for approval to do so that we could still have some arts interviews while everything is so newsy and serious on the station. Very important, not diminishing the programming selections that we are all making over there by any means, but we were missing our friends in the arts, so I asked leadership if I could do something like this, and they said, as long as nothing else suffers, have at it. So we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, welcoming people into my guest room. Yesterday I broadcast from my yard. That was pretty rad, but now it's cold again. Before I speak with McQueen Adams, who is waiting to join me, I want to let you know that next week I'm going to speak with puppet designer and constructor Matt Sorenson. He is running at-home puppet making workshops for kids and adults, and puppet and sip workshops, which is like a paint and sip, but you make a puppet, for Pendragon Theater in Saranac Lake, New York. Matt Sorenson is, full disclosure, one of my very best friends in the entire world. We grew up, went to high school together, and we've been friends ever since. That was not so recent, so it's a long friendship. Maddie and I are going to talk about puppets and arts and what he's doing up in our hometown on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I'm also going to speak next week with Kelly Vickery of the Berkshire International Film Festival, and with Sarah Craig from Cafe Lena, and with actors Jane Atkinson and Michelle Gill. So that will be another good week, and we will find out shortly, I think, if next week is the last week of me doing this from home, if I go back to work the week after that. We don't know. Like you all, probably, there's some uncertainty in the future, and that might be the understatement of the pandemic. There's some uncertainty in the future. Anyway, today I'm speaking with McQueen, who is Berkshire-based DJ Mixmaster, comic Mixmaster. He has like his completely own career that he's made up. And now he has been patiently standing by for about 4 minutes. I appreciate that. We are waiting for him to accept. He is connecting. Hey!
What's going on? How are you?
I am, reasonably well considering. And yourself?
I am good, reasonably considering what's going on in the world. I'm pretty good.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
So before we talk about your made-up career that you made up for yourself, tell me what you're willing to share with viewers about where and how you're living during this, and what changed for you once Stay Home was launched.
I just bought a house in the Berkshires. So we just had moved a couple months previously, and then I was ready to go out to Los Angeles. And then this completely happened, and now I'm raising a 4-year-old and an 11-year-old 5 days a week in the house, going crazy every day because I'm just totally not used to it. And trying to be creative at nighttime and just try to get some stuff done, even though I had to cancel 31 shows. So yeah, I mean, just trying to adjust like everybody else is.
Yeah.
And stay sane.
Yes, which is a very serious concern for very many people. You also, when we met at the end of last year, you had just gotten a puppy, so you're also hanging out with a little doggo at your house, right?
Yeah, he's 101 pounds now and 6 months old.
Oh my gosh.
He's huge. Huge.
How much bigger is he going to get?
When we got him, the breeder said about 150. We met the parents, but the vet's like, I think he's going to do 170, which scares me because it's like, but he's such a gentle dog. It's like, it's the best thing ever. So.
I think I don't think that my husband will like this, but I think that means that if he reaches 170, he'll weigh more than my string bean of a husband.
He's already bigger than my kids.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So your kids are 11 and 4, you said. How are they doing at home?
Yeah. There's a lot of work. They both go to Richmond Consolidated School, which is a great school. So they have 2-3 classes a day. My 4-year-old has 2 during the week. And then the teacher's really great about like Skyping or FaceTiming and reading to him. So it's nice. It's a nice, I'm happy that that's the school system that they're in.
Sure.
But they're bored.
Yeah.
They want someone to be their like cruise director. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely.
I find myself ordering things just to keep them busy in the backyard. So they have trampolines coming and
good.
just stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get better as the weather gets nicer, right? Like do you have space around your house where they can
Yeah,
safely hang
absolutely.
out and socially distance and run around?
Yeah, we have a large fenced-in backyard, so there's a hammock out there. They like to hang out with a dog, and there's wiffle ball and a garden, and like I said, trampoline. And now they're
Right.
talking. My wife wants to put a pool in, and I'm kind of like, no.
Depends on what kind of pool. It's a big investment. It's a lot of work, but it's a pool. Pools are rad. We all like pools.
Yeah, I know, but not in the Berkshires where
Oh,
it's
right.
no, it's only nice 2 months out of the whole year.
That's right. That's very true. I've thought that a lot when I like if I fly, remember that? Fly
Yeah.
into
What a
Albany and see all the pools in the capital region. And I'm like, those look beautiful. I do wish that I was friends with one of those people. But
right.
how do so many people have pools when you can use them for like 14 minutes where we live? It's
Because
crazy. But it's fun.
everybody thinks it's a good idea, and then they get it and they're like, wow, we really didn't use the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be maybe Airbnb for pool sharing. Oh, wait.
You just invented that.
I did it. Copyright. Trademark.
Yeah,
I'm mailing it
exactly.
to myself. I own it. We got to figure something out with that.
It's yours.
Dang. It probably
Yes.
already exists.
Of course it exists.
So, we're supposed to
Yes.
talk about like creative things, not just life things. Although it's great to catch up with you and find out how you're
Yeah.
living.
Likewise.
So
Nice
for
shirt.
people, okay, so I know it's lame to wear the band's shirt to the concert, but I thought like all the rules are out the window. It would be kind of cute if I wore your cat shirt to talk to you today.
I like it.
So I did. I love this t-shirt. I mean, like, I love that you gave it to me. I'm allergic to cats, but I like drawings of cats. I like drawings of cats very, very much.
Right.
Pictures of cats, videos of cats. And then it's also just like a very high quality, comfortable cotton blend we're rocking over here.
I
Good
don't mess
job, man.
around. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And thank you again for the t-shirt. My husband has one
Absolutely.
too.
Does
He's
he
like,
love it?
he does love it. He does love
There you
it.
go.
Also allergic to cats, but
Wow, isn't
like
that
I said,
strange?
everything else is in line. So when people ask you, when people meet you for the first time and ask you, what do you do? What do
Right.
you say?
It's funny. It's like I don't say comedy. I
Okay.
say it's more of like a digital puppeteer, I guess, or electro comedy. It's something like along those lines.
Hmm.
It's music, it's impersonations, it's randomness, it's weird, but it's cool. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
And so that doesn't give people a lot of information. What are their normal follow-ups, or how do you describe what it actually looks like, or what kind of equipment you use to do what you do?
Well, it's funny because I get a lot of musicians that come to my shows, especially in Los Angeles, and I think they're kind of just like, how did you get all this? I use OP1 from Teenage Engineering and OPZ.
Paul just got an OPZ
I know. Bleep,
right
blop,
at the
bloop,
start.
bloop.
Yeah, bleep bloop bleep bloop. He made a very cool. Somebody told him to make a 80s like mall, like a song that evoked a montage in a mall from like an 80s movie, and he did it. And I was like, oh, we need to come up with more song challenges to give him something specific to do.
That's
That's
a great
fun.
idea. That should be his whole Instagram page, right?
Yeah, it probably will be. That and the patio construction. Very important. We'll be
Ah,
documenting the new
yes.
patio.
The man
Um,
bun.
yeah,
Eh. So, but yeah,
I like it.
I just got a Mellotron the other day. I just been kind of like we bought this house and it has a studio built on the side of it.
Awesome.
So I've just been kind of building it out over the last 2.5 months and just acquiring equipment, bringing it in. A lot of the stuff that I let friends borrow in Los Angeles, but because of everything going on, it's out there. It's starting to come back now as well. So
Okay.
I'm just kind of building it out so that I can, So before this all went down, I had gotten a deal to do a YouTube show.
Cool.
So I was going to do my own show, and basically it was going to be like a hipster Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's all
Pee Wee's
original.
Playhouse is now a hipster Pee Wee's Playhouse,
I
right? It's
know.
like everything old is new again.
Yeah, exactly. But so they were like, all right, we're going to send you a green screen. So they just sent me a green screen, and I'm going to build the studio out here over the next 3 weeks. And I'm going to start. They're going to pay me to start recording the show. So
Dude,
yeah, I know. And I get to do it from home, which is super cool. So I'm super
that's
excited
really
about
great.
it. Yeah, I'm nervous because it's one man production, right?
Yeah, you can't bring anybody in.
No.
What kind of help What
Do I
kind of help
need?
what do you need? Would you like if you could have it, or is there remote help that someone can offer? Are you working with anybody? What the hell is going
What's
on? What
going
is
on?
this?
My cousin's a filmmaker, so he suggested cameras that I
Okay.
could use that would just be, just off, that I don't have to, manipulate or do any of that stuff. He showed me the lights to buy and kind of do that stuff. So I bought all that stuff. I don't know. I probably figure it's gonna be trial and error.
Sure.
It's gonna be weird. There's already montages of me flying around in space on a cinnamon bun. There's all sorts of weird stuff. It's over there. It's underneath the fox over there. There's a giant cinnamon bun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was
That's so fun.
yeah, it's huge. I get on it and it literally looks like a cinnamon bun. So I know it's random. People don't disappear. But yeah, no, it's super different. So I'm just gonna focus on that, I guess, now because there's no live shows.
Right.
And
Were your shows supposed to be all over the country or all over the world? Where were you supposed to be?
all over the world.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go to Japan for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
he'll get there, right? Like, I mean,
No.
no, I know, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe now, never. Ooh.
I know. But you know what? My mother put it so brilliantly. She's like, "What if you had been over there and this happened and you got stuck?"
Right. Right. No,
You know.
absolutely. Yeah.
So that's the only silver lining out of it. Yeah, I was supposed to travel to London, Berlin, and Tokyo. So do shows, and then I was going to do shows all over in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, Santa Fe, which I'm kind of upset about because I like it
Yeah.
there, and I miss food. So this is,
There's still food. There's food in the Berkshires, but I know what you mean.
you know
There's
what I'm
all,
talking about.
I do.
There's a ton of food in where you are, but it's not the
Yeah.
same.
No, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
No.
I order candles online, and I just
Do you?
yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
I
Like a
know.
whole thing. So people in the comments here are psyched about your show. They're like, "What is this cinnamon buns? We're into it."
Yeah,
That's
it's great.
cool.
Yeah.
So who's paying you to make the YouTube show? How does that happen? What is that?
It's just YouTube Red or
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so I'm gonna do 10 episodes. There's no need for a pilot. Each episode's gonna be 5 minutes long. I'm hoping, quote unquote, to have a celebrity musical guest every episode, and we're gonna do a song together, but it will just be their head. But it's really them live,
Right.
but they're green screened out, so it's just their head next to mine, and we'll do duets. So
That sounds awesome.
yeah, and I
Do you
have
have
three.
it? Do you have any cool connections that you can use to
Yeah,
line
just
these
like
up?
just a couple. I don't think anybody from Radiohead's going to be doing this, honestly. Maybe, you never know.
Sure.
I will ask, but I
No
think
pressure from me.
No, how dare I'm gonna Daft Punk. No, Billy Corgan. I'm gonna try to get from Smashing Pumpkins.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get him. I don't know, just a couple people. I know a couple people
Of course you do.
that might be interested in kind of collaborating, and just a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool characters, a lot of impersonations, a lot of like fake commercials that should exist. I've been doing a lot of this stuff in my live show where I take real TV commercials for like medication or things like that, and then I score them and actually give them a song. Hold music that you listen to when you're on hold for Verizon or anybody. I sampled all of the music and I made songs for, so they're out in Los Angeles being produced right now. That kind of stuff you can do from here because all of it is just, everything's digital.
Right.
But yeah, so, and then Apple is that not name dropping? But
No.
Apple's new update has kind of set me back about 4 or 5 days. The Catalina OS, it completely shut everything down in my studio.
Oh gosh.
Yes, do not update if you have an Apollo interface or anything like that. Paul,
Anybody ever
you're like,
does
no.
it-
The cat's in the shirt are like, me.
It was us. So you're how do you
Yeah.
fix that?
I
The crashing.
well, my friends at Moog Synthesizer contacted me today, and of course they know somebody who's the representative for Universal Audio. the main person who developed it, the actual interface. So he called me right before this and was like, let's schedule a call for like 2 o'clock and I'll walk you through everything. But my thing is how does it not work?
Yeah.
How does it not work? I want it to work. I need it to
work.
work.
It should be working.
It should work. Absolutely. So
everything should. It would be nice.
That's it. Especially with everything going on. Come on, technology, step up.
We're asking a lot of everything. We're asking a lot of technology. We're asking a lot of essential workers. We're very demanding in our comfortable homes.
And cupcakes. I would like cupcakes. Please send me cupcakes.
You can make cupcakes. You got time.
No, you've never seen me bake.
No, I haven't.
It's
Maybe
scary.
your kids. Maybe your kids can bake.
Yeah, okay.
Some kids can bake. I don't know.
My son came down here at 9 and said, I made eggs. I was like, did you turn the stove on? He was like, yes. He was like, Mom taught me how to make eggs. I went up there. It wasn't eggs. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't eggs. And the house wasn't on fire. So, you know, what are you going to do?
So can anybody in your home do anything? Or are you guys just like really floundering over there? Is your wife taking care of everything?
Yeah, she is. She is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing. She handles it up. But she's on the front line as well. So she runs a part of Berkshire Health Systems.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's in Great Barrington, so she has COVID patients. That's already public knowledge. But yeah, so we're just kind of like sleep in your car.
Yeah, or maybe you should learn to bake.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Do what you got to do, man. I'm not really hassling you. So do you have, we mentioned like the names of some of your bleep bloopers, but can you show us some of them and what they do?
Yeah. Well, you know this one.
OPZ.
You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
I did a little bass line this morning for you.
Oh, you have like taller buttons, twisters on the twisty ones.
Some buttons are bigger than others, Sarah.
Well, no, Paul's they're like little like turntables where your colorful things are there.
There's a guy on Reverb that 3D prints these just for this.
Oh, cool.
Because they match the ones on the OP1.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. So yeah, I did a bass line just this morning. It's quick. It's nothing. It's pretty cool, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I've been working with, I have nightmares about kids' choirs. I had to go to therapy for that.
Okay.
Kids' choirs are scary, so I was always like...
They are, sure. Yeah, I know, totally.
They're pretty scary, so I was like messing around, like...
Confronting your fears.
Yes. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So and you can tell me to back off on this next line of questioning, but if you had to go to therapy for kids' choirs, you must have found other things to talk about in therapy as well.
Plenty of stuff.
Sure.
Plenty of stuff. Yeah, that stuff scared me. Yeah. Kids' choir scared me. Monsters in the Closet scared me. I was never afraid of the dark. I'm not now. I don't like seafood. It makes me, I can't even look at it or I get sick. Okay. Isn't that very strange? Yeah. I got food poisoning from a Subway tuna fish sandwich when I was a kid. Yeah.
And it turned you off of all end quality seafood forever. But okay, I mean, that's all right. Can you avoid seeing it? Oh, yeah, you're just like all of your nightmare stuff is you're putting right in your work. Okay.
Yeah, right next to me. There you go. So, yeah.
All right, but I shouldn't have interrupted the music because I would like more.
You like music? Okay. There you go. Rock the bass line. WAMC, WAMC, WAMC. I was just a boy. Oh, God, at 25. There you go. Yeah, I do. I'm limited at this point with
Sure.
my interface not being to full capacity.
I understand. I'm sorry that
Yes.
that happened. But hopefully the phone call later will fix it.
I'm hoping that that is the case, because if it's not, I'd probably have a nervous breakdown.
Oh
Just the way,
gosh.
that's
I
probably
hope
just the way
not.
it is. I like your wall, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I slipped away while you were making music and turned on some party lights.
I like the party lights. It's
But
nice.
the one that's hitting my head though might look, no, that's not that bad. Who cares?
No, it's good. I have a giant globe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I also have this. This is my, I didn't get like a ring light, but we had this. Oh no, is it not going to come? This lamp from IKEA. Just have this. That's my,
Wow, that's nice.
it's cool, right?
Yeah, it's great.
And when we got it, because it's so like, I have this thing when I buy things, like if it looks like something I've never seen before, then I want it. Even if I don't like, even if the color is, I don't always buy it, but I'm always like, I've never seen anything like this. I gotta have it. Even if it's just like, this is a mass-produced lamp from IKEA, but I hadn't seen anything like it.
I
So
like it.
thank you. So I said, when we got it, I was like, we should probably get like 5 of these. I was like, why? And I was like, I don't know. Never
You're
mind.
like
You're right.
it,
One will
it
be
needs to
okay.
happen. You're like it needs to happen. We need to corner the market on these lamps right now.
Yeah, we're gonna just take them, buy them from IKEA where they're affordable, and
Yes.
named something with a lot of consonants, and then sell them as something else for more. Is that legal? It is not.
It is not. It cannot do that. I
No.
will never
So
tell on you, but I know your eBay handle. IKEA lamp, IKEA lamp hoarder.com.
so yeah, so we just got one, but now we do wish we had 2 because I've taken this one from where it was and put
Yeah.
it in my home office, but it doesn't. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
I like your robot too.
Thank you. That's Paul's. He's had it. I think his grandfather gave it to him.
Yeah, I'm like into Legos too and knickknacks.
Yeah, we have. I was gonna do Lego backdrop, and then I remembered that Paul had this, so I brought him in to meet you.
Hello, my friend.
He's a Wookiee robot. I've got these guys too. These cube bots are. Do you know about these? Oh
I
gosh,
don't know about them.
it's a little wooden and elastic string guy
Oh,
that
cool.
they sell in museum gift shops all over the world.
Well,
And but he can fold up into a cube. But I'm not great at it, so I'll keep talking to you while I try to do it, and not just pretend I can do it in 1
so
second.
so basically, he's an IKEA transformer.
In the beginning was the All-Star.
Yeah, cool. These poor people.
Yeah, it's all right. They're fine.
They
This is
love
what
it.
we were doing. This is what we decided to do.
I like that. I like that. It's informative.
So your show, do you have a start date? Is it a hard start date?
It is not, because of obviously what's going on. My
Okay.
goal is to be mid-June airing the first episode.
Okay.
I'd like to have the first. Like I said, I want to have all 10 done before we air the first one.
Okay.
But it just depends on, I'm having some help with people doing special effects.
Gotcha.
Oh, look at you. That's good. I'll send you guys a Mo Rubik's Cube. Would you like
I don't.
that?
Well, I mean, the problem with the sentence "I'll send you" is that I'm always like, yeah, whatever it is. Oh, that's very cool. I've never solved a Rubik's cube.
Nobody has.
No, people have, but not
just
me.
I just did it. It's all done.
It's done. It's solved.
Yeah, it's good. I did it all. It's good. I love
Great
it.
job. Great job. Great job.
Thanks. Very, very proud of myself.
So the 5-minute episodes. You're right. So you said you're having problems getting people to do special effects.
I have people that are going to do it for me. I just think it's a matter of what. It's like everybody's schedule's kind of like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
it's
time is
yeah.
full and empty and long and short, and it's a mess. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but I figure if we can shoot the 10 episodes, I can send it off. It'll probably take them a couple weeks to, do everything that we want to do, and then I can start showing them. and they'll make it so it's prominent on YouTube, so people will see it, and then people will chastise me.
You think so?
I don't know.
Don't read the comments. Those are the rules. Don't read the comments.
Well, it's funny. I used to live I don't know. I used to live with Chris Cuomo and his wife. I'm literally considered their first child. It's true. It's so true.
Wait,
I know.
How are we 27 minutes into this conversation and a
I
few
know.
months into our friendship?
I know. Well, it's not but I lived with Chris.
But why did that happen?
I moved to New York City when I was literally on the cut, young, and played basketball. I worked at Reebok's 18, 19.
Okay. And you are very tall. You're a tall man.
You are a tall gentleman.
Well, I met you. It was so odd. I don't know. I mean, when you were in the green room, and I try to never do this, but you stood up and were like, hey, when we had the interview about your album, Black Cat. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are so tall.
I know. And I kept growing. I haven't stopped yet.
Oh no. Oh, your poor joints.
I did so bad. So bad.
Okay, so sorry. You were 17, 18, 19. You moved to New York.
Yeah. I played basketball and worked at the Reebok Sports Club on the Upper West Side, and I met Chris, and
Chris Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo, who was older, a lot older. He's an old man, but he was. I'm kidding. He's a very gentle soul, but he was. I ended up living after 6-7 months. I left my apartment. I needed a place to stay, so I ended up moving. They were like, "Come stay with us." So I lived with Chris and Christina for a while. And
I don't know that Chris's wife's name is Christina, and I know that's something I should know, but their names are Chris and Christina.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. She's sweet too. She's sweet.
No, I'm sure she's wonderful.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of couples that are. I'm trying to think. I knew a Daniel and a Danielle. I know Michael and a Michelle. It just it happens sometimes, but
yeah, it does.
Chris and Christina. It sounds like a TV show.
It is a TV show.
Kind of Isn't it? It is now. That's right.
Every night at 9 o'clock it is.
Yes, that's very true.
So I mean, but that literally is the only TV I've been watching. Is watching him at night, at night, just to kind of be informed to a certain extent and laugh at him and text him during the show and make fun of his hair. But that's about it.
It must be weird. It must be weird to know someone on that media level as well as you. Because he is like your buddy, but he's telling you all this very serious stuff. Not you, but everybody. This very serious stuff.
No, it's just me. He's talking to me.
Yeah, he's just talking to you. He's like, welcome to CNN. Hi, McQueen. How's it going?
He's a good guy. His dad was the best too. His father used to call the house every Christmas morning. So, yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, that's
cheated at basketball, but he's still a good guy.
I mean, everybody's got something, right? If that's the worst thing, how do you cheat at basketball?
You couldn't,
by traveling.
No, you
double
couldn't.
Dribbling.
If he got the ball, you couldn't touch him or play defense on him.
Oh, I see.
You had to let him do the layup.
Did you like how I had 2 words for basketball and I ran out of ways that you could cheat? Traveling.
Traveling.
Double dribbling.
Running with a knife.
Kicking and screaming, maybe.
Hot waffle iron to the face.
Yeah, that would be cheating. Any kind of trips would not good.
Punch to the neck.
Extra weapons, violence.
Extra weapons.
These are fouls.
This is it. Please do not pour hot cheese on my back when I'm dribbling my basketball. So.
No, I'm not making any promises.
It could happen.
So how do we start talking about Chris Cuomo? You know him.
I know him, and we're just talking about I guess I don't know. I just think it's this I think when we started, it was talking about routines and what we're doing now, as opposed I don't watch television at all outside of that. I don't watch TV.
No streaming anything?
I watched, I think, Ozark, right? Everybody watched Ozark?
Yes. I haven't yet, but I'm going to. And also,
really?
Everybody has. Because I'm asking people what they're watching, what recommendations they want to tell people.
Right.
And Ozark has come up. This is probably the 14th or 15th one of these I've done, and I think Ozark has come up in half of them. I mean, it's everybody's watching Ozark.
What's your favorite show on Netflix? Or favorite series or whatever, however you want to call it?
On Netflix? Netflix original or
yeah, Netflix original. Ah.
Big Mouth or BoJack Horseman?
Oh,
Maybe
really?
BoJack.
So you're like that's
Not exclusively animated series. Kimmy Schmidt. I also
Ooh.
love Kimmy Schmidt. The
Yeah, I've
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
never seen it.
What's a drama that I've watched ever though? I do a drama
Have
that's
you
on.
have you seen Dark?
No.
It's the best show on Netflix.
It's not better than Big Mouth because
Yeah,
Big Mouth
yes,
is the best show on Netflix.
No, it's not.
Have you watched BoJack though?
I've never seen an episode. I just performed with Nick Kroll, and I know it's not. He's in what's it? He's in Big.
Big
He is
Mouth.
Big Mouth, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, co-creator
Eh, eh.
and star.
yeah.
What?
It's my favorite show. I know everything about it.
I know everything about Nick Kroll anyway because I'm a comedy head.
I just performed with him and Reggie Watts.
Amazing.
And Amber Kaufman from the Dirty Projectors at
Yeah.
Zebulon in Los Angeles.
Cool.
So he's funny. Nick Kroll's funny.
Is he?
Stand-ups. Well, you
Yes,
don't
now he
know.
is.
He's funny. He's
Yes.
funny. Like I was like, wow, this guy's funny.
Just
Yeah.
in person, he's funny. Interacting.
Yeah,
With you?
interacting it was, but he got on stage. I don't even think he had a set. I think he just went up there to talk. And I think when you're at that level of success,
Yeah,
you can get away with it. Like I think he could have gone up there and read like the telephone book, and people would have been like, "Wow, this guy's a genius."
He's
But
so funny.
he's funny. Like he
Yeah.
just had these I mean, it was great. It was great. I
And
was
Reggie
super
Watts
impressed.
is a genius, an incredible genius.
And one of the sweetest individuals on the planet.
Love
Very
that.
super supportive, very like, rah, 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 and not phony. And Rory Scovel, who's a wonderful guy whose show came out on Comedy Central last night.
Okay.
Robbie, it's called Robbie, and it's you can binge it. I think it's the first show on Comedy Central that you can binge watch like Netflix, and that came out last night. And it's good.
So it's a not
Series.
a stand-up special, but a series.
No,
comedy series.
it's a series, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Scripted series.
Yes.
Sketch
Scripted series.
or one story characters that you follow.
Yeah. Story arc, characters you follow. Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of my questioning about that.
Okay. Double dribble. Double dribble.
Double dribble. Foul.
Foul.
3-pointer. What's Dark though? I interrupted you talking about Dark. What is that?
I had been hearing for a year. I have a friend that works at Netflix in the legal department, and she was like, "You have to watch the show because it's in German, and I'm German." And she was like, "You need to watch it." And I was like, "All right." And so I watched it, and I watched the first episode. And I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." And then it got better and better and better. And the second season was even better than the first. It takes place in this town in Germany. And it's this child gets lost, and he's been lost, and they don't know why. And its whole family arc is like fixated on this. And then the kid shows up 20 years later, but he's the same age. I know it's creepy, but it's so well done.
Okay. Dark.
It's really well done.
I feel like
Dark.
now that we've said it enough times, I feel like maybe
You've watched it 10 times?
No, I have never seen it, but I think maybe Paul's cousin recommended it or his brother.
He's watching it. Paul's watching it right now with the OPZ.
No, Paul's hopefully watching this.
Oh, where are you, Paul? Oh, I'm sold. There you go.
That's my friend Kat.
Oh.
That's my friend Kat. I'm allergic to her. No, I'm not.
No. So yeah, it's cool.
So, but you're not watching TV. You said you're listening to music or making music. What are you doing? Are you reading? I'm not able to read.
I bought a book based on something I read online, and kind of scary. It's called the America the Farewell Tour. Have you heard of it?
It's who's the author?
Chris Hedges.
Yes, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Yeah, Chris Hedges will give you the gritty. He'll give you the gritty. That guy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it. But I've been making music and listening to Kraftwerk, obviously because Florian passed away. I don't know. I've been deep diving, making playlists on Spotify for myself, which is kind of pathetic.
That's not pathetic. Whatever you have to do, dude. Do not. Hopefully, you're just like picking on yourself because you're in a little public forum right now, or because we're not that close yet. But whatever you have to do is okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Is okay.
It's cool. Yeah.
Making playlists.
Yeah.
That's
got a motorcycle.
Yeah. Did you just get it? You just got the motorcycle?
Yeah.
During this? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Not whatever you have to do is okay. What? I'm kidding. It's good.
Well,
But you,
I love the movie Tron, the soundtrack, Legacy, the new one, and
sure.
I always wanted the bike that he had in the movie, and they're very hard to find, but I found one, so I got it.
So did you already have your motorcycle license?
I drove motorcycles for like 4 and 5 years,
Okay.
about 7 years ago, and then I just stopped. Not just because I just feel like it's one of those things. It's either you're like, oh, or it's like, oh, I have kids. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going
Right.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So, but during this, it's you have a helmet on. I don't drive fast at all. And there's roads out here where there's no other cars. So you can just
Right.
drive 25, 30 miles an hour and just kind of putt along. And you don't have to worry. It's social distancing at its best.
Um, are you able to ride like a normal size motorcycle since you are a giant?
The guy who, because I had a service, was like, he's like, you realize you're too big for this bike. I was like, you know what? Back off. I was like, 'cause I love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I ride bicycle. What's the difference, right?
I don't know. I mean, well, a motor, but size-wise, no, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I could be on roller skates, but then I'd look, like a freaking monster. So I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna send you roller skates, and you're gonna
Oh my
use them
God.
in front of the green screen on your show.
Why is that tall man have roller skates on?
He's
Just
floating
because.
by. No, if you fell, it would hurt.
Yes. It'll be fun.
McQueen, I have to go.
Yes. Me
We have to
too.
say goodbye. You have a call to
It
fix
was,
your whole life, and
I
I
do.
have to do some other work for the radio station. But I'm
You
really
are
glad that we
terrific.
did this. You're terrific.
I am too. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I love it.
Absolutely my pleasure. And I'll see you on the gram, man.
Bye. Auf
Bye.
Wiedersehen. Bye.
Avita. Remove McQueen Adams. Drop from the call, not from our hearts. McQueen Adams is online at McQueen Live. McQueen live.com. We didn't talk about his name. He's named McQueen because his, I believe, father, but at least one of his parents, or maybe both, loved Steve McQueen. So his name is McQueen Adams, and his album is Black Cat. It's going to be backwards on here. McQueen Black Cat. McQueenlive.com. I'm sure that, he is on Instagram, and we're going to get updates about this YouTube show. If I think of it, and I will make a note here, I'll link it on the Instagram feed when it does come out, because middle of June, if it comes out then, is not very far from now. Thank you very much for joining once again. That is McQueen Live. If you are looking for your coronavirus, pandemic, weather, etc. updates, regional news, wamc.org. We are also very quickly, through amazing generosity from our listeners, reaching our fundraising goal for a fund drive that wasn't scheduled to begin until June 1st. But because we can't possibly invite 20 volunteers to sit in a room and pass around a bowl of M&Ms in 2 weeks from now, they've been doing on the station a big push to raise the money through the lockbox, through mostly online pledges ahead of time. Some staff has been there this week answering phones, and it has been going amazingly. WAMC listeners are incredibly generous, and we thank you so much for supporting us. If you have the means and the interest, wamc.org, you can also pledge there, along with finding out the latest word from your state's governor if you live in this region. There's also lots of national news on the website as well, wamc.org. Next week, I'm not doing one of these on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, but on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to speak with my best friend from high school, Matt Sorenson, about what's going on in our hometown, and also puppet design and construction. He is running for the theater that he and I both used to work at, that he is currently working at, though he was not supposed to be living in Saranac Lake right now. He is where his parents are because of the pandemic. He's making videos and doing live at-home puppet construction classes for kids and adults, including a puppet and sip, which he did a sock puppet and sip maybe a week and a half ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago now. Maybe it was just a week ago. Doesn't matter when. I didn't do it. So next time I'm definitely doing it. How am I not going to do a puppet and sip? Like, what was I doing instead? ridiculous. So that's next Tuesday. I'm going to speak with Matt Sorenson. On Wednesday, I'm going to talk to Kelly Vickery from the Berkshire International Film Festival. On Thursday, I'm speaking with Sarah Craig from Cafe Lena in Saratoga Springs. And on Friday, I'm going to speak with actors Jane Atkinson and Michelle Gill. Jane Atkinson, of course, is on 24 and House of Cards. Michelle Gill is on also House of Cards and Mr. Robot. They are just beautiful, beautiful people, wonderful souls. And Jane emailed me and asked if we could chat on this program, and I was like very psyched about it. They also have more recent television credits that I'm not recalling right now. But I will know next week. I will remember. I will have looked it up before then. So thank you again for tuning in. This is available on WAMC Radio's IGTV after it airs, and I also upload it to youtube.com. Have a wonderful weekend. If weekends mean anything to you, if the days of the week apply to your life anymore, have a good weekend. Have another glass of water. How about that for advice? Stay hydrated. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay safe in there.